Hey there folks, how are you? Welcome to day 150 of Lyndall's Luscious Limberings. Yet another dubious milestone as we're trucking our way through the pandemic. Hey, well done us for sticking it. It's a lot of training. That's a lot of training. I've given up just counting how many weeks it is because why bother? 150. I have a feeling we might just make 200 as well, but let's not worry about that right now. Let's just crack on with 150. So yeah, well done. Congratulations. That's it. Huge amount of training. Good job. And hey, whether you might not be doing this during the pandemic, you might be doing this like afterwards, just as training sessions. So either way, still, congrats. Yeah, pat yourself on the back. Anyway, so with that, let's celebrate with some good old core work. We know it's the best day of the week. Yes we do. Let's smash it. Let's smash through that 150 with joy, love, and invigoration. Keep yourself safe. Do what you can. You know the drills. Levels are there. Don't smash yourself. Smash the virus. Can't sell that. All right, let's do this. If you're playing with the playlist for day 150. 3, 2, 1, go. And let's just start with rolling wrists and ankles. And I'm getting quite a nice knee bend on the grounded leg because I just really want to mobilize the hip. And because the music I've got is just stoned and it's just very groovy. Change direction. Breathe. Change. And again, if you want, obviously don't put any weight on this leg, the moving leg, but you can also just let those toes fold over to enjoy a stretch through there. Change. I've forgotten which way that was going. Doesn't matter. Move things. Good. Let's go back to the first leg. And we're just going to use the floor to stretch out the foot. All the weight's on the ball of this leg. And just want to see if you can get every single surface of your foot on the ground. So make sure you're pivoting on the ball of the foot on this side. If you try and pivot on the heel, there's a good chance you're going to hurt your knee, and that is bad and wrong. All right, good. Let's change sides. And just let the body, move around as it wants, just to facilitate getting that. Can you get the back of your heel? Oh, give that a bell. Good. And let's just step in and do the knees. Now, as we're bending over here, think about spreading out through the small of the back. Now, if you're feeling stable with it, if you bend a little more, then you can enjoy a nice stretch along the Achilles and the calves as those knees circle forwards. Got my the palm of my hands over the kneecaps. Just change direction, just to help stabilize those knees. And lengthen through the top of the head. So don't lift your chin up to look at me or look ahead. Lengthen from the coccyx all the way to the tip of the head. One more set of those. Good stuff. Coming up. Stepping wide and just squeezing shoulders up as we rise up and down. Just breathing in. And even though we're squeezing up, try not to put extraneous tension in. Just want to have the feeling of lifting those shoulders as high as they can go. And then let go, let them float. Nice. And bending these a little bit as we go circling through. And take it slower. We're going to start to let that spine move forwards and back as we circle. Good. Go back to just doing double time with going forwards. And now slow it down and we'll go through the spine again. Really indulge in that stretch forwards and back. Good. And let's do chicken arms with a little bit of a sway from side to side. Good, we're going a little bit wider with the feet. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a hip twist away from where I'm moving. Leaning over like I'm just proudly showing everyone in the room my chicken wings. And circle out. 2. We're at day 150. I don't have any sense anymore. Good. And both hands, we're going to go down. 2. Legs are a little wider than hip width. And knees are going out over the toes. Now if you're starting to warm up, you can really start to bend over, send those butt bones behind you. And you don't have to go that far, but almost like you're trying to rest your chest on the thighs. Good, and now just single arms in alternate directions. A little bit of a twist through the shoulders as we go through. Good, and 1, 2, 3. This is everyone's favorite. 5, 6, 7, and change. That wasn't a bad tempo change for that song. Oh man, keep going. Good, and do one of each hand. So looking like this. So remember that little pop at the top is the only bit where you're putting in conscious control, then let go of the arm with its swing. When doing 2 arms, just think about 1 arm at a time, and then just switch it off, focus on the other arm. Good, going wider. And chicken arms nice and low with the legs. Start to get some drive and dynamism through the movement. Going forward, bending over. Good. Resting down. Just bopping from side to side here so the legs are still bent. Good, and gradually straighten the legs and turn it into just hanging in the A-frame, popping out the hip one side then the other. Good, just hanging over for a sec. Good, now we're going to go straight and bent. Straight. Good, with a weight shift and across. Beautiful. Come into the center, bend the knees, rolling up through the spine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back up, same count. 8. And down. Staying down and twisty bounces. Bounce. 2. Legs are straight but not locked. Good, and if you want to, take this a little bit further out. Good, in the center and swing. Come into the center and we're going to bend down, hands forward. Bend 2, back up. Arms to the side. Bend, arms forward. And arms to the side. And again, forward, 2, and up. Good, in the center. Rolling up. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and into push. 2. Really send those fingertips up, pushing out through the palm of the hand. Good. And we're going to go side stepping, staying low. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to do with sort of high leg. Good. Changing that into circle and then in and out. Lifting up tall through the hips. And elbow to knee. Oh, that was cheeky. Chucking that one in now. Change legs. In and out. 1. Straight into elbow to knee. Good stuff. Turning to the side. We're going to kick, just small. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a little bit high. You can lean forward. 3, 4, 5. Good. Level off. And we're going to tuck in, 2, and out, and again. That on double time. Here we go. 1. Balance is amazing. 3. Really pull it in like you're trying to get the knee between the shoulder blades. Good. Other leg. Just small ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bending over. And 2 slow-mo, so out and in. And here we go, double time. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Let's go wide. And just work out. You might have a bit of tension over the small of the back now. Go low. 2. Good. And circle. Beautiful. Change. Good, going forward to back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good, bring the legs in. Come to the end of your mat. Just a few little walks. It's like being in gymnastics, a few little feel-in moments before we do our thing. Rolling down. 4, 3, 2, walk out. 4, 3, 2, push up. And up. Walk in, rolling up, and again going down, walk out, 1, push down, back up, walking in, rolling up. Now without the push up, so we go down, 2, 3, 4, walking out, 2, 3, walking in, rolling up. Now, if you want to do it with straight legs, or you can keep the curve and the knee bend if you want. And again, down. Good, up. Now we're going to take away the going up at the end. So we're going to go out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, and back out. And in. And again. Good, staying down. And we're going to step out and then into the hover or fours. Change legs. And again. One more set of those for good measure. Make sure you pull in the belly button into the spine. And again. And the last time through. Out. And in. And out. Good. Just go into all fours. And down. And scooch ourselves through to a low plank. And from here, we're just going to rock forwards and back. If this is too extreme on your shoulders, then just make sure you stay in a held plank with the elbows under the shoulders. From this position, walking out again. And change feet. Back to the first one. And again, change. Keep going. Okay, leg out to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Changing legs. Back to the first leg. Keep going, you're doing amazing. Change legs. Five, 6, 7. Stay there in the plank. Knees down. Good. Stretch it out. That wasn't so bad, was it? You nailed it. So let's just go back again. And let's creep in and out. In, 2, 3, 4, and out. And again in. Leading with the same arm to start with. Make sure you're really engaging that belly button into the spine so you're not feeling tension over the small of the back. Alright, change which arm you start with. If you feel pressure over the small of the back as well, just make these movements nice and small. Don't go too wide further back. Good, and knees down. Stretch out again. Good, into all fours. Wiggle out the butt. Gotta do something special for day 150, right? Arching the back. Up and down. We're going a little quicker so you don't have to go so far with the range of movement. Level off. And donkey kicks with the bent leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Change legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Lifting up the first leg. We're going to go up, pull it through the middle. 2. Try and get it right between your elbows. You're doing so well, I can tell. Other leg, so up, through the middle. Make sure you're engaging through the core. We're imagining, rather than thinking about pulling your belly button into the spine, imagine there's a clock face on your belly and you're drawing that into the center. Good, on our backs. Yes. Good, starting off by wiggling through. Okay, we're going to do our lengthens. Oh my god. Let my earphones out again and back in. So before you start the movement, squish that imaginary balloon into the floor with the small of the back before you start the movement. Okay, if you're feeling good about that, what we're going to do is we're going to go in with a bit more of a pop and down and pop. Otherwise, just stay where you were. And now, straight and out. Straight and out. Good. Now with those legs, rather than take them on the diagonal, they're going to go straight up and back out. Straight up and back out. You can put your hand under your butt to help you. Good. In the center and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Back to lowering the legs. We're going to keep them straight. So we're going to go up and down. Straight up. Good. Keep the legs up. Touch your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Cross one leg over the other. Keep going. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Change legs over. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. Keep them up. And we're going to do crisscross lows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Back up. If you want to increase the workload, shoulders off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. And up. And down. Back up. And down. Keep them there. And crisscross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and die. Job. Bring the knees in. Just wiggle. Happy Labrador wags. You love it. One leg up, the other leg out. 4 pulses and in. So 3 pulses and in. 2, 3, and in. All right, let's take the shoulders off the ground. 1, 2, 3, and in. 1, 2, 3, and in. 1, 2, 3, and in. Keep going. 1, 2, and just coming up and keep going. So go 1, 2. Make sure you really take the pressure out of the neck for this if you're up in the bucket. Good. Changing legs. Lying back down. 1, 2, 3, and in. Shoulders off the ground if you want. And again. And if you're feeling it, coming up. I don't think this is any necessarily any easier or harder. It just works a different set of the muscles. Good. Legs together. And we're going to go diagonally and up. 2, 3, and 4. Back down to shoulder blades off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. 4, 3, 1. Put the shoulder blades off the ground. Let's lay them off. And barrels. 2, 3, 4. Try and take it to the belly, not to the neck. If you're doing well, feet off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and down. Wiggle out your butt. You're so good at this. Arms up again. Opposite arm and leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Both hands and legs if you can. 1. Make sure as you lower down, you're keeping that feeling of pushing the small of the back into the floor. Keep going. Alright, if you got that, legs wide. Kick the plan if you can. to take the shoulders off the floor. 3, 2, I lied. Let's do 4 more of those. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in. Good job. We're all on our sides because we can't complete this without doing our obliques. So either elbows and knees or hands and shoulders, hands and feet. Stretching up. And side. So I totally meant side dips, not obliques. 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Change. You're doing so well. I mean, we're almost at the end, just so you know that. And go. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7. Good. On to your planks. Now we're going to do the obliques. Beautiful. Walk the hands into the feet. Bend the knees, rolling up to the spine. You've done good. And chest side to side. If you want, chucking some elbows. I know you want. Good. 2 in a circle. I mean, 1, 2, circle. It's day 150. Give me a break. 1, 2, circle. Good. Reaching out. See? It's all over. Check that. Pick up your toes on this foot. I know I said it before, but time flies when you're having fun. I don't understand. We hardly did any core work at all, and we finished. Good. Just hold there. Lifting up through the head. Sending this hip forwards, lifting up to the outside of the back leg, pinning the outside blade of the foot to the floor. Deep breath in, breathing out, going down. If you have the balance foot, take a deep breath in, breathe out, looking up towards that hand, stretch the fingertips towards the ceiling. Looking down, pivot the back foot and go into a flexor stretch. Good, just open and close the front leg in that position. Beautiful, just adjust the back foot, push through the front heel and just go into an A-frame stretch, lifting the chest upwards and forwards. Soften that, lift up the toes, turn around to the front, just hang over, wiggle out the butt. And bend the knees, rolling up through the spine. Adjust the front foot and take yourself for a few gentle bounces here, lifting up tall through the head, spreading from fingertip to fingertip, shoulder blades widening. And let's hang here in this stretch. Find the breadth across your body, pin the outside blade of the foot for the back leg. Deep breath in, breathing out, going down, and again breathing in. Breathing out, looking up if you can. Good, back down, pivot on the back foot, and into the flexor stretch. And just gently opening and closing the front leg. And adjust the back foot as needed, drive through the heel of the front foot and push yourself up into the A-frame. Chest feels like it's going upwards and forwards even though you're relaxing down over the front leg. Soften the front leg, pivot the toes around, bending over. And just shake the feet in a little bit as you need to, just to pop down into this stretch here so I can stretch out the small of the back and also the inner thigh. And if you want to let the head hang low.
Put your hands down, support yourself up just to sit down, and take yourself into a relaxed straddle. Good, and just gentle isolation circles. And then just sending the chest upwards and forwards as you gently lean over. See what you feel like you want to do with these feet, whether you want to flex them up or stretch them out, it's up to you, or just keep them relaxed. Do what stretch feels good for you today. Remember, don't hunch over the front of the chest in order to try and get a stretch. Good, use the breath and the hands to come up and reach over. Try and touch the wall. Use this elbow if you want to help widen out through the stretch. And if you want to, reach down for the foot, otherwise just stay reaching over for the wall. Breathe. And hands down. Use this hand and the breath to come up. Good, and now the other side. Seriously, that just went so fast. I don't know about you, but it went so fast for me. Like, wow. Amazing. If you want to reach the foot too. So freaking fast. And use the support from this hand, the reach from this hand and the breath. Bring those legs in, into a big old diamond. And just wiggle that butt into the floor. Also enjoying the stretch across the small of the back, scooping the belly button upwards and forwards. Birds. And cars. Good, and then bring the heels in towards the pubic bone and just small bounces. Still sitting tall. When I say chest upwards and forwards, by the way, I don't mean arch the back. I'm just trying to avoid this hunching here. So we actually ideally want to have a feeling of lengthening from the base of the coccyx to the top of the head. It's almost the top and the back of the head to the chin slightly tucked. But when we go forwards, rather than doing this, with that alignment, feel like that chest is lifting you upwards and forwards, or the belly button is lifting you upwards and forwards. Good, just come into our bellies. And I'm just going to pop into a cobra. So elbows under the shoulders, hands on the floor, and pull the face forwards. Drawing the fingertips into the body, but keep the shoulders down. And come down. If you feel like you've got it in your back, then hands underneath your shoulders and just pop into an upwards dog. And if you want, you can move the neck around. If this is too intense, just go back to a cobra. And with the cobra, also, you don't have to bend so far, you can just get that feeling of pulling the belly button, pulling the fingers in. Good, and then just hands into a all fours, wiggle out the butt. Let's just do one little arch up, send the bones towards the ceiling. Let the neck hang super heavy. Just try as we might to not use the neck, there's always some tension through the neck for the core work. So here, just sending your spine towards the ceiling, let the top of the head feel like it wants to reach down towards the floor. So both the pelvis and the head hang heavy, the neck can lengthen out. And then in this arched position, just send yourself back until you find a stretch between the shoulder blades. Dig the fingertips into the floor to help achieve that. Good, wiggle it up. And a couple more stretches. Let's do our crazy frog. If this is too intense, go back to the butterfly stretch. Otherwise, level off the shins and support yourself on the forearms. Just sit back and down and breathe into that. Don't force it because it's quite an intense stretch. In a way, I think I'll probably pop out of frame here, but that's okay. Come all the way forwards until your thighs are flat on the ground. Then bring the legs in. Then take yourself back to all fours. Line up the fingers. So the index fingers are in alignment. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Lift the butt towards the ceiling. And relax into your down dog. Sending the butt bones towards the ceiling. Put the thighs on the wall behind you. We're going to soften that, bend the knees, walk the hands in, roll up to the spine. Roll out to the shoulders. Almost done. Line up the knees, tuck the pelvis under, lift up tall through the head, and we'll stretch through the flexor and the quads. Remember, don't let that pelvis arch back in an effort to get the foot up higher. You want the pelvis to be aligned. So rock it slightly forwards and be sensitive with that because it's quite intense. Good, and down. And other leg. Beautiful stuff, team. Well done, us. 150. I remember when we started when I was like, oh, I wonder if we'll reach 100. 2020, what a year. Actually, one more thing, let's just drop the chin to the chest and just let the weight of the arms have to stretch along, not just the neck, but think about it relaxing between the shoulder blades and over the thoracolumbar junction, which is the bit where your ribs and the back, the lumbar spine join. The lumbar spine is the bit that corresponds to where your abdomen is. And then all the way down, letting the sacrum hang heavy. Unclench those butt cheeks. And come up. Just move everything around. Good stuff. Well, I don't know about you, but I feel like I've moved. Thank you again. Well done. Really well done, genuinely. And have a great weekend. And I'll see you bright and sparky for 151. Yes. All right. In the meantime, hey, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Well done.